We're faced with a linguistic crux. Thai or Siamese? Thai is an old word, and it was simply its use by foreign countries instead of Siamese that Marshal Phipun Songkram's government insisted on towards the end of the 30s. Its subsequent history was as eccentric as the country's political manoeuvres. In 1940, Thailand concluded non-aggression pacts with France, Britain and Japan. In late 1941, the Japanese invaded Thailand and the Thais necessarily capitulated, and sensibly capitulated quickly. In January of the next year, Thailand declared war on Britain and America. Therewith, New Zealand and Australia declared war on Siam. But these declarations weren't accepted by Thailand on the grounds that they were addressed to a non-existent country. In August of 1945, Thailand withdrew its declarations of war against Britain and America and reverted to Siam. At present, however, Siam is Thailand. The preference for Thai is strong in students. Indeed, many young people object to the other term as strongly as any Ghanaian might object to his country being called the Gold Coast. It seems to be almost that sort of bad word. And yet the usual vindication of the usage Thai rests on its suitability, since the word means free, and in fact the Thais have never been colonised. It may be that this is a case of protesting too much, and those who insist on it know that their country is in fact not free. No one can accept so much foreign aid and remain morally free, and naturally resent the fact that I've yet to see Thai or Siamese students treading underfoot the cartons of ice cream labelled "To the Thai people from their friends, the American people." On the other hand, the word Siamese appears to be favoured by Anglophile Thais of an older vintage, also by those wishing to dissociate themselves from the nationalistic period immediately preceding war, and by those who feel that the word free is acquiring some of that murky atmosphere which clings about the other word, peace. Perhaps also by those who are resigned to political corruption. Those who participate in it, I imagine, would be assiduous in their devotion to Thai. And of course, by the large body of Thais who want to make bewildered foreigners feel more at home. Most foreign residents have friends in both camps, and so switch from Thai to Siamese as the situation suggests. Siam is certainly a romantic, evocative, and for us, time-honoured appellation, whereas Thailand, as commonly mispronounced, merely sounds like a Chinese dance hall. But the latter must carry the day, at least the present day, chiefly because the Thais wish it, and partly in expiation of the disservices done by the various entrepreneurs of the Anna myth.